just each of us with our own unique offerings and gems to be a gift to each other. And sometimes we forget that. And that's why looking at the more interpersonal and intrapersonal levels of community resilience felt really important to me, because everything that we offer to the world and to each other and even to ourselves is an extension of ourself. And I think it is extremely important that we offer those extensions of self from a pure place of our heart, rather than our limitations, our lack, wounds, traumas, all of those pieces. And so today I'm going to be sharing with you all a visualization and a practice that you can use as a tool for yourself at any time and any day and any experience. And the whole purpose and intention around this practice is to really bring in this deep level of honoring and acceptance of self. Because, you know, through so many experiences that we have, so many teachings, programmings, we are taught so many different layers of not accepting a lot of parts of ourselves, deeming parts of ourselves as wrong. And because of that, we now are in that sort of automatic of fear of ourself, and that leans into self-abandonment. And today I find in this practice, it is such a beautiful way to truly allow yourself to acknowledge all of the parts of self, even the parts that we're so afraid of, because they are simply just a piece of us. And if we can really acknowledge that and welcome them into our space, just like a little child, right? And you're like, hey, I see you. Well, it's like, it's okay, you know, you can have your voice in this moment. And the second we do that, we're no longer giving up our power to these other parts of ourselves, that we are understanding that they are all just a piece of it. But when we fear pieces like fear, shame, guilt, anxiety, depression, anything that's like lower frequency, they actually just get bigger and louder. We can't get rid of them. And when we try to get rid of them, we deny them, we're denying ourselves, and we're relating to people and to our experiences through those expressions of ourselves that don't have the permission to be. And we're no longer actually relating to each other, remembering that like we're all brothers and sisters. We are all in a symbiotic relationship, the same as the earth. That we are the same as the trees and the plants and the rivers. And that we want to connect to each other from that place of love, not from this other place of all the other stories, right? And I truly believe that one of the deepest ways to bring that connection and to allow spirit to manifest through us is to welcome those parts of ourselves. So thank you again so much for being here. This is something I'm extremely passionate about. I love this conversation. I honestly could talk about it for so long. I was writing about it before this and I couldn't write fast enough. And I thought, I'm just going to talk. But today the practice is called inner tracking. And so I would really like to invite you all to utilize this practice in a form of relationship. Is how we're going to look at it today. So this can be relationship with self. This can be relationship with someone else, your purpose in life, your career, community, goals, dreams, whatever relationship you want to look at. I invite you right now to think about something in your life in the form of a relationship that is not necessarily working out the way that you would like it to. Something that's been activating you lately, something that's been really poking at you lately, causing a bit of distress in some way. So just take a moment and see if you can bring up a situation that you'd like to look at today. Okay, and before we all begin now, let's take a couple of breaths together so we can really unify our energies in this space together. So take a nice deep inhale and exhale, just allowing your body to relax, noticing any tension. Just see if you can relax any deeper. A nice inhale together. Exhale out the mouth. And another inhale. And exhaling any more tension you may find in your body, just allowing yourself to fall deeper into your body and into your being and into this present moment. You can close your eyes, take another deep inhale. Exhale any mental tension that you may be holding right now. Just see if you can make the will to let it fall away. Just feel it falling away. Notice your awareness and attention moving inwards to the center of your being. Nice deep inhale. And exhaling any emotional tension you may be holding in your body. Just let it drip away, sending it to the earth. Beautiful. Okay, I'm going to do one last inhale. And exhale out the mouth, making any sound if you need to. And just arriving here in your being, in your vessel, present and still. Now I invite you to bring forward this circumstance or relationship that you would like to look at. Start to watch how this plays out in your life. Start to feel how it feels in your body. Really start to bring yourself into this experience as if it is very much in your reality right now. What are the emotions? What are the thoughts? What are the narratives? What is the pain? What is the hurt? What is the desire? And just notice all of the pieces that it brings up as you're really allowing yourself to experience this right now. Knowing that you're safe to bring this up into your space right now. Fully embodying any emotion that it holds, any thoughts. Just allow yourself to continue to let it grow and be in your body. Just exaggerate it. Allow yourself to dive into it fully. Really give yourself the permission to be attentive to you today in this moment. Okay, so now scanning your body, where do you feel the contraction? Where are you noticing all of the buildup of this energy in your physical body? So just notice, maybe you physically feel it, maybe you see it, maybe it's an inner knowing. Whatever is your wisdom, just trust. And allow yourself to bring your awareness now to this space in your body that's holding on to this tension, this trauma, this wound, these narratives. And I invite you to lean into curiosity and trust throughout this practice here. That we are all incredibly wise, intuitive beings. So really allow yourself to experience through curiosity and trust whatever it is you're given. Bringing your awareness into this contraction, this energy block in your body. We're going to start to identify this block so that we can start to separate it from self. So just notice, what is the color that you see? Just notice what color you see. Keep noticing, keep looking at it. Like a laser focus. Now notice if there's a shape that it takes. What is the shape? Now notice what is the density like? What's its density? Notice what the texture is like. Let's continue to observe. You're so curious. You want to observe every piece of this being here. Does it have any other characteristics that you notice? Does it have a smell? Can you hear its sound? What does the voice sound like? What's the emotion that this entity is feeling right now? And let it tell you. Now I invite you with your physical hands to grab this entity. You're going to pull it out of your body and hold it in front of you so that you can really get a clear vision of it in front of you. Notice if it changes when you pull it out. Sometimes it may get bigger, it might change a little bit. Just observe and allow. There's no right or wrong in this space. Again, noticing the color, the shape, the texture, all the characteristics, the sound of their voice, and the emotion. Now take a moment and you're really looking at this being now, like straight on. You two are connecting and looking, and you ask, why are you here? And take a moment and let the entity tell you why it's here. Why are you here? And trust what you hear. Keeping your focus on this being, really continue to look and observe and notice. Pulls you into your experience and out of your mind. So keep focusing and ask, how do you want to feel? And let it tell you. Trust however you receive. Okay, beautiful. Now ask, what do you need from me? And then once you've received your answer of what they need from you, I invite you to feed and give, however this looks, give that to this being. You're going to continue to feed it what it needs from you until it feels the way that it has asked to feel. So allow this time, however long it takes, however it looks, to be present to it. Continue to feed, just noticing this being. Notice if anything changes as you feed it. And if you are finished feeding it and it now feels the way that it had asked to feel, just start to get curious about this new being here in front of you. If you're still feeding it, that's perfect. Keep going. There's no rush. Okay. So just begin to observe any of those changes that have happened. Notice the new being that is transformed here in front of you. Notice the color, the density, the qualities, the texture, the shape, any characteristics. Just really take a moment to truly acknowledge this being here. And with this new being now, ask, who are you? And let them tell you. Notice their emotion. See if they have a name for you that they'd like you to hear. Now ask, why are you here? And let them answer. Really taking this time to acknowledge why they're here with you. Notice if you can visualize yourself honoring this in different ways as they're telling you why they're here. How can you honor this being? Now ask, what do you need from me? And take a moment and make a vow to this being, a vow of how you will honor what it is that they need from you. This is a beautiful way to form a bond in your relationship of trust. Okay. Now welcome this new being into your body. Notice where in your body they take home. Allow yourself to really feel them integrating. Feel their energy expanding through your whole body. Every space, every cell, every blood cell, every muscle, every bone, every organ, every piece of skin. Really feel their expansion in your being right now. Notice how your body responds to this. Just notice. And just remember that you can call upon this being at any moment, remembering who they are, what your vow is, what they need, remembering where they live in your body. That this is a part of you that you can claim at any moment for yourself. So feel that integration, that this is you and that you're choosing it for you right now. We really do have a choice. And right now we're choosing this being to fully encapsulate your whole vessel. Now from here, I invite you to shoot this energy out from your crown, right from the top of your head, noticing this energy as a beam of light connecting to source, connecting to your higher self. See if you can notice. Maybe you see, feel, or know, whatever is your wisdom trusted. Feel that connection to the source. Beautiful. We're also going to send this energy out from your root down to the core of the earth. So feeling that extension coming out of the base of your tailbone, connecting to Mother Earth, reaching even further down, 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 sending it to the core, right down to the core. Notice how this feels in your body. Notice this extension up and down. You're a pillar of your divinity right now. Notice how that feels. This is our place of remembering. Remembering love, unconditional love. Remembering why we're here, who we are. Remembering that if this is who we are, then all parts of ourself and all parts of our being are perfectly whole and complete. And that it is safe and okay to acknowledge all of them. Because when we do, we're able to hold that container for others and for the earth. If we can hold space for ourselves and all of our beings, we can do the same for others. Okay, so in this place right now, this connection to Divine and Mother Earth, feel this gem that's falling down from source, coming through this stream in the top of your head. There's this gem falling down. See if you notice it. Notice the color, the shape. Notice how it comes down into your body and where does it stop in your body. This is the gift. It's like a returning of parts of you that's back. I invite you to somehow see what's inside of this gem. Maybe you look through it, maybe you crack it open. Just take a moment and receive your gift. Notice what's inside. This is you. This is your offering. Welcome it, claim it, receive it. Trust it. Just allow this time right now to connect to this energy that you're feeling and this gift that you've been received. And if you are in your headspace or in your mind about this receiving of your gifts, and you notice any stories or narratives, in this space, can you accept them and allow them? Notice them. Remember that they're not more powerful than you. That they're welcome, because once you give them a voice, they transmute. But they just need love, just like we all do. And we're not here anymore to be denying ourselves. We are ready. We are here now to really be. So welcome. Okay, and whenever you're ready, you can come back into your body, back into your space. Take a deep breath. Feel the rise and the fall of your chest and belly as you inhale and exhale. Maybe you start to just reawaken your senses by touching your legs, stretching, noticing the smells and the sounds around you. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. So I just want to share, because that was a guided visualization, that you can use that anytime. And it can also be used in a more simpler way as well, of just fully acknowledging, like, I'm triggered right now. Okay, what do I need? What do I need? How do I want to feel? And how can I honor this part? Or like, I'm terrified right now. Okay, come on in, little fear. It's all good. What do you need right now? Whatever the parts are. I feel lost right now. I feel so afraid. I feel really sad. Honestly, whatever those parts are, these are parts of ourself, and that we're okay. Okay, thank you so much. I'd love to know, yeah, if anyone has any questions, if anybody wants to share their experience. I do love a good share circle. So if that feels, yeah, if that feels good to you, I'd love to hear.
Definitely. And I think I'm gonna actually kick that off. Yeah, thank you for that. That was a really wonderful journey. But I found myself afterwards, while I was accepting these gifts, like questioning whether or not this journey was part of my imagination, or if that like connection feelings were real. So I guess how do you go about that?
It's a good question, because it is such a common question in these realms when we're unfamiliar. And that is the first thing I hear in that is like, that's the mind trying to make sense of it. Because we do, right? We try to make sense of things, and whatever is real is what we believe and what we choose. And that's why I love these journeys, because they are a form of our imagination, which is like our inner child, and it is just a space of pure curiosity. And the more we actually allow whatever comes to us, even if we're like, I'm making that up, like maybe a part of me is making that up, maybe that's my inner child that's making it up, like we don't know. But if we trust it, more will come through. So I'm not so sure if that answers your question, but I do feel that it is common that we do try to say or try to see if it's real or not real. But my favorite thing is like, what if it's all real? What if it's whatever you choose? It's like, let's just have fun and be playful in life. And again, the more that we really do honor all of those pieces as real, that's radical acceptance of self. Just like when we invalidate our feelings, right? Is this feeling even valid? Is this feeling even real? Why do I feel this way? Is it from a trauma? What if it's just accepted? What if it's all just validated in every moment? And then that way we get to, yeah, receive even more from spirit. I truly believe the more we listen to those imaginations, I believe their intuition.
Very much, yeah, I needed to hear that.